Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Tower Heist, and this movie is directed by Brett Ratner, and it stars Ben Stiller, Eddie Murphy, Matthew Broderick, and I wasn't a fan of this movie, unfortunately, and it was short. It wasn't even 2 hours long, and that's the best part about the movie, is that it's not long at all, and it doesn't really waste any time, I guess. There's some ideas in the film that I kind of like small things about it. It's like I enjoyed the whole like training montage ish, if you even want to call it that, of teaching our main characters how to steal anything, and that was the best part of the movie. It was the most entertaining for me, and that was not the majority of the film, and the rest of the movie was just really bland and dumb and stupid, and it just kept making up things as it went along. Nothing really mattered, and I didn't really care about any of the characters. I didn't find any of them likable. There's so many things that I just can't get behind in this movie. There are plenty of things in this movie that just don't go anywhere and literally don't need to be in the movie. Like the whole love story kind of hinting at it, like just cut that out because that goes nowhere. And there are scenes like that in this movie that don't need to be in the movie, that could just easily be removed. And I think there's too many characters in this movie. Not that they drag it down the whole movie, as in like they don't ruin the pacing for me, luckily, but at the same time they just don't need to be there. Like, why are there so many characters in the movie? Why can't it just be like 3 main characters and you have someone training everyone to learn how to do this? Like, why can't we have that? Instead, it's just dumb plot, and I get that it's trying to be kind of stupid because it's supposed to be a comedy, and I didn't find any of it funny. And Eddie Murphy in the movie was kind of annoying. He was my least favorite character in the film, and everything that went on with this character was just really predictable and stupid, and I didn't care for, and his character was really weak, and that's a lot of characters in this movie. They're just really weak and pointless. And going into this movie, I wasn't really expecting like a masterpiece, but I was expecting something that would be just nice and simple. But once I discovered, as the movie was going along, when we were in the opening credits, I discovered the director was Brett Ratner. I was like, I know exactly what I'm getting here. And I'm not particularly a fan of any of his movies, really, except for maybe Rush Hour. Like, I kind of like that movie. It's like, out of everything that he's directed that I've seen, that's like the one movie that I would rewatch. But aside from that, he doesn't really have anything that I really connect to. And when we actually get to the heist in the film, it isn't really all that exciting. It just kind of happens, and at the very least, I'm somewhat interested in what's going on, because it's like, okay, at least something's happening now. And even if it wasn't all that exciting, it was still something I was getting from the film instead of like nothing. And it's somewhat of a payoff that I've been sitting for like almost an hour and a half to get to it. Okay, maybe not that long, but it did feel like it took forever to get to it. And I know, like, typically when you do a heist movie, you would generally want to, like, build up to that, so when we actually get to it, it feels like something's being paid off. And in a way, we got a payoff in this movie. But did I find it satisfying? Unfortunately, no. I was also not a fan of the music. It just sounded like generic stock music, and they just threw it into the film, and that's what we got. And when it came to the technical aspects of the movie, nothing stood out as exceptional, and it was just really boring, bland, and it had nothing for me. Tower Heist, it's just a bland heist movie that doesn't really offer anything for me. And if you want a good heist movie, watch Heat. That's a much better movie in basically every way. And this movie just offered nothing for me, and I was checked out within like 10 minutes of the movie. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Tower Heist a 4 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Tower Heist, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for The Last Stand. Not to be confused with X-Men The Last Stand. Like speaking of Brett Ratner, but the movie I'm recommending is The Last Stand from 2013, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, so look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.